Help!
Push!
Let's move, come on, let's move it!
I am full of sandwich, and I am coming for you!
Yeah, sorry, that might have been a bit too sudden, but if you're wondering what that was... that was a recreation of a clip where you first start off by saving this flanker from the malicious WM1 Pyro, murder the medic, and then return shortly after to deny the medic and his two American friends amazing push. But what makes people play this game and keep on coming back? This game constantly has 1,000 players most of the time, and it's pretty amazing that it's done that. And it's been out for a long time from what I can tell. Wait, well, how long exactly has this game been up and running for? When was Roblox TC2 first released? That's 5 years. So what you're telling me is that this game has somehow sustained its player count for 5 years in a row on a Roblox platform. Now that's really impressive. And if you haven't noticed what I'm talking about, we're talking about Typical Colors 2, one of Valve's major games back then, and the foundation of Arsenal, which most of the TC2 community doesn't like for some reason. But you know, the biggest question here is, why has it lasted so long, despite only being a fan remake of a game that's already so popular? It's more forgiving to both new and old players. It's not that hard to pick up. Such as, let's take this for an example. You're a new player and you don't know what the mechanics work like, such as what the hell is a spy? What is rocket jumping? But you will know how to use a shotgun that the flanker has. It's not that hard to pick up. And for people who never played the game but know information about it, oh boy, they're gonna go straight to spy. But for some reason, all the spies will try and butter knife you while undisguised. And even yet, this sometimes works. It's easier to pick up this game because of how easier to use the weapons are, or some mechanics are made a little bit easier, such as it's really simple to use the shotgun, correct? And rocket jumping as well. After trying rocket jumping out in the actual TF2, I found it much easier to do in this version, the TC2 version of rocket jumping. It's just so much simpler, and the maps are made smaller because, well, not other than just less people in general, but to make it so it's easier to aim weapons that are close quarters, as well as all the hitboxes being the same, so it's not as hard, I'm assuming this is why, to hit stuff like scouts easier when you're playing a class like sniper or soldier, or it's just Roblox's avatar system. But you know what? I'm just gonna say it's so that it's more easier for players. This game could either be something else to play other than TF2 when you can't get TF2 on your computer, or a game just to get ready and practice for the real TF2, because this game is just much easier to learn and play, and it teaches you the basics of what you definitely need to know when you're playing TF2. I've always wondered why they nerfed weapons such as the Ammo Hog, which is the panic attack, or weapons like Crusader's Crossbow by making it only 11 ammo instead of 20. These were both really good weapons and just popular choices because of how good they were. But maybe Valve decided to nerf those weapons just so other people were considering using other weapons than just those two weapons. But that doesn't stop anyone from using them. Since this game really isn't that competitive and it is in a very casual setting, there's going to be less and less really serious players unless that person really wants to pub stomp, but otherwise it's going to be easier to get in because no one's really tryharding. except unless it's against friendlies. And this game has been out and going for this long because of how many people still play it and the community behind it. Such as there are loads of content creators, loads of people making arts and suggestions, loads of people just playing the game and enjoying talking with each other in the Discord. However, there are multiple kinds of people in the community that just differ vastly from one another. We'll first cover the people playing the game. Then there's the people who have no idea what they're doing and just trying out the game for the first time. Or maybe they're just playing because they can't play TF2, so they're trying this game instead. Then there's the people who have played TF2 and are checking this game out because it's a Roblox remake and it looks cool. Turns out it is. And then there's those people who are just die-hard fans of this game specifically and just play this game religiously. And then again, there are people who just cannot get TF2 but want to have a feeling of it, so they play this game. Or Torgon Fortress, but honestly this game is like 100 times better, and it's free to play. Despite this being an amazing community where people playing it, the devs, the content creators are just amazing people. However, there's one kind of person that nobody likes when they're in the server. And those are the people who trash talk when they die. I mean, I understand being salty that you got killed in a kind of unfair way, but what happens when they get salty because you get killed once and you don't even say thank you after the kill? You can see from this clip here that I am not even doing that good. I just go and suicide bomb to kill one soldier, and then the guy immediately just, what is this? Trash talks in the chat? Last thing about the players. Why do you hack on a small Roblox game? Like, you do not understand how many hackers there are. Hey, look at this hacker. Whoa, he can teleport. Hey, look at this hacker. He uses wall hack and aimbot. That's so cool. And even then, look at this hacker. He is... I don't even know how to explain this anymore. This is just getting all stupid. I don't even know why people hack. But in the end, people will kick them, people report them, and about half of them get accepted and they actually get banned. And it's satisfying when you're the one getting those damn hackers banned off the game indirectly. And if you want to know about friendlies in this game, then I think this clip is enough to show you what friendlies truly are and should be.
Of course.
And finally, talking about content creators, the people who create videos or make beautiful drawings for the community and the game. It's really amazing how many people actually make content for this game specifically. And there's probably like 2 monetized TC2 content creators right now who are very, very famous in the community probably. And I may or may not have stream sniped one of them and may or may not have saved them from dying one single time without my brain cells being intact. Yeah, that was great. What's so amazing about this game is that they add new weapons into the game that never existed before. So they had to balance their own weapons, such as the Bloody Bracer or the Double Trouble. Those weapons, both, are they the best weapons? No, but they are definitely balanced and just definitely liable weapons when you think about it. It's amazing that the devs of this game were able to balance the weapons so well in a whole different game with slightly altered physics. It's just really amazing that you were able to do that. However, some weapons may have been apparently too strong, and they were nerfed, or some weapons were just hard to program so that they made it a certain way. Maybe that's why Ammo Hog has the slower reload speed instead of the less bullets if you miss. Anyways, if you are either new to the game or want to know about new tips when trying out this game for the first time, here are some things you want to keep in mind. For the Ardenist, just because you're playing Ardenist doesn't mean that you are going to be invincible against Agent. For the mechanic, you want to stay careful when building your sentry. You usually want to stay in a safe area if you want to build something strong, and then push out afterwards, not build it in combat. For the agent, just because you have invisibility and disguises doesn't mean that you're invincible. Just remember that. You can still get hit in even stuff like crossfires. For the brute, just because you're tanky doesn't mean that you are invincible. For the marksman, you want to stay in a safe area and just try to look out behind yourself because there might be an agent. For flanker, just because you're fast doesn't mean that you're hard hit, since hitboxes are the same. Trooper, you want to go for direct so that you can get that really high damage. For the annihilator, try and avoid close quarter unless you're an annihilate, because of how missing and hitting at close quarters are going to be really bad for you. And finally, the doctor, you want to find a reliable teammate and then help them survive so they can also help you survive, and you can both destroy the enemy team. That'll be it for the tips that you might want to know before going into the game. Alright guys, thank you for watching this far, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe because that would really help motivate me to continue making videos like this, and I might do more of stuff like this in the future if this video does well. If not, well, I'll continue making content. Just a quick heads up. Anyways, this is Now Our Studio speaking to you, and we'll see you again next time.